Good evening. Welcome to my show. I'm the One-Eyed Piper, and this is our Halloween Spooktacular. Good evening, everybody. Just felt like feeling getting close to that Halloween type of scenario, and looking forward to it. And just thought I would break out the old Dracula and give him a whirl with some Peterson nightcap. So this is the Dracula 03, sandblasted. Really nice pipe, quite frankly. I love it to pieces. It's a great little smoker, and it's good for a nice small bowl. Okay. So that being said, let's get down to it. Today we're going to be smoking the Peterson nightcap, which I have in my little jar. And I was actually a fella, and again, I'm terrible. I watch so many videos, but one fella had mentioned to me to put it in a jar and let it rust for a couple of weeks, kind of shake it up and let everything just kind of build into itself, and then give it a whirl. So that's what I've done. Another thing, and the one episode that I spoke to you, I think it's episode 2, I had mentioned about humidity packs, and so these are the humidity packs that I use. I don't know if you can see them real well, but I think this one's like a 75%, and they're no, 69%, excuse me, 69%. Bovita is the name of them. I got them on Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive, so if you're in a dry climate like I am in a lot of respects, give it a whirl. I think you'll appreciate it. And another nice thing about it too that I like is like my big mason jars for cigars. You put them in there, and it keeps the cigars. It gives them just enough of that moisture to where you can take them out and you let the cigar rest for say 45 minutes to an hour and fire it up, and my goodness gracious, it's awesome. So anyways, back to Peterson's nightcap. Old Drac can't be alone without tobacco reviews, so there you go. Peterson nightcap, a rich blend of Virginia Oriental Latica tobaccos intended to be smoked late in the day. Who would have thunk it? It's a smoky, delightfully satisfying mixture with a hint of perique added to enhance the bouquet. It was formerly known as Dunhill Nightcap. That's changed now to Peterson. So blended by Dunhill, but again, Peterson, Scandinavian Tobacco Group. It is a blend type English, as well as the contents including the Latica, Oriental, Turkish, Perique, and Virginia. It is a ribbon cut. It does come in 50-gram tins, and the country of origin is Denmark. So that being said, folks, let's get to it, and then we're going to read a Halloween poem. So who would have thought that was going to happen, huh? So let me switch over to this real quick so that way we're prepped, and then we'll fire this puppy up and get this bloodthirsty evening going, shall we? Oh, welcome to my lair, by the way. Sometimes you got to put a fang to the pipe to make it go. You know, I got to say something, folks, and all kidding aside, um, YouTube pipe community is fantastic. I'm learning a lot, and it's nice to share. It's nice to have fun on the channel. It's just it's good times, and I'm really enjoying it. And again, I cannot stress how much I appreciate you guys for watching. And again, all I can do is say thank you. So with that, let's review. You know, when I first light it, it kind of reminds me of Angry Cornishman from Squire Tobacco down in Mississippi. That's on first light. Which can, you know, obviously explain the English and the blend. Kind of has a there it is. That back of the throat hit. That's good. I like that. It's peppery. The aroma is kind of dry leaves, but not freshly raked leaves. Yeah, it's got that freshly raked leaf kind of, I don't know, maybe a taste. I guess you could call it a taste. It's got some spice to it too. Tastes like typo. Sorry. Oh, that's pretty good tobacco. If you can't clown around, why bother living, you know? So, gotta laugh. If you don't, you know, if others aren't gonna laugh at you, laugh at yourself. You know, whatever it takes as far as that's concerned, folks. It's humor is life's best medicine. one of. I'm gonna wet the palate. Sounds like somebody's shooting. We get a lot of that up here. We got what they call the cinders, which is there's a little mountain up here in this area, Porter Mountain, and a lot of folks go up there and shoot, and they're within earshot of where I can hear them, and you can hear them plinking them off left and right, which is cool. So. Pepper. Yeah. Good pepper. Would that be maybe the Perique or the Latica? That deep peppery undertone? Licorice? It's almost like a black licorice. Muted, but it's there. I can taste it. Yeah, a licorice kind of taste. And again, this is the thing that you fellas that mix tobacco, especially like the non-aromatics. I mean, I give it to the aromatics too, don't get me wrong, but to be able to take and blend different tobaccos from different origins of the world and to mix them and get the flavor that y'all provide is outstanding. I mean, I give it to you guys. It's something I would have never ever conceived of. I mean, like I said, as a former cigarette smoker, you smoke cigarettes for cigarettes' sake, and it's not eventually a lot of people say, well, I do it as a hobby, and then the hobby becomes a lifestyle, and the lifestyle becomes a habit, and the habit becomes a nightmare, and that is not the way to enjoy tobacco in all reality. It's I like the pipe. You don't inhale. Yeah, you get the nicotine hit, but there's times where I won't smoke for a week, two, and then I'll get a wild hair and say, okay, I'm gonna fire a pipe up, or I may light a cigar. It just literally depends. But I lived that cigarette nightmare, and it's a nightmare. I mean, it's, you don't realize just how much something can latch onto you and can drag you down to the point to where you're like, you literally feel helpless, that you can't walk away from it, and I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I walked away from it, without help. No, I had tons of help. I truly did. Medication, Chantix. For those of you that are looking, I'll tell you what, being a 40 plus years cigarette smoker, it pulled me out by my bootstraps, and it in my opinion, it saved my life. So You know, and some people can't. Some people, you know, my brother-in-law, he was a smoker, and he just decided, I'm gonna quit, and he did. You know, and you know, every now and then he'll chew or, you know, do some snuff, whatever, and that's his kick. So. Depends on your personality, I guess. It depends on your capabilities, and I'm not going to sit here and say some people are stronger than others. That's not the case. It's just different strokes for different folks. I'm blessed with a wife that's a non-smoker. She rode my butt, and I quit smoking cigarettes July 4th, 2015. Never looked back since then. But also, for 30 days I took Chantix. And when I walked away, it was a lot easier. So I guess. Did I use it as a crutch? Hell yeah, I did. But nicotine for nicotine's sake isn't a bad thing, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, so disclaimer, he ain't no doctor. But nicotine's part of tobacco. Tobacco comes out of the ground. It's something that is natural, okay? It's not something that's processed. You know, all the nicotine sucked out of the tobacco, and then they enhance it with all these other different enhancements that cause addiction. Tobacco for tobacco's sake, again, in my opinion, as not being a doctor, is safe. Maybe even non-addictive. So there you have it. I like it. Peterson's nightcap. It's good. It does what I like it to do. I like that backbite. You know, again, I've mentioned it time in and time out that I like the pepper, that kind of hit, that spicy hit in the back of the throat. It provides that. Pretty daggone awesome. So, that being said, this is a poem about Halloween, for Halloween. So, Halloween. And again, this is a collection of eerie poems called The Haunted Harvest. This is the book that they're from. Gentle breeze rustling the dry corn stalks. A sound is heard as goblins walk. Harvest moon suffers a black cat's cry. Oh, do the witches fly? Bonfire catches a pumpkin's gleam. Rejoice, it's Halloween. So, there you have it, folks. My Halloween special. So, again, 03, Peterson, DRACULA. Awesome little pipe. Good little smoker. Complement it with Peterson nightcap for your evening after dinner smoke to enjoy a Halloween Eve. Y'all take care. Thank you again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel. Once again, I'm the One-Eyed Piper. Thank you. Bye-bye.